Well, you're back on the radio with me, Barry Funkhauser, and look who it is. It's Eddie and Jaxon from the band StandBy.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Uh,
I can't believe you guys are here. First off, I feel like I'm from a different dimension because I listened to your music and it took me back to like when I was your age in like 1995, probably when
That's the goal.
like
yeah.
Green Day came out and everyone was, and I was like, what is going on? Are you just like, are you, were you like respawned from that era? Or tell us how you came up with all this.
Just kind of growing up in the LA area, I was kind of influenced by a lot of dad rock, whether that be from my dad or uncles or friends' parents and stuff. It was always on. Some select bands and stuff would be like I'd hear like Pearl Jam or Green Day, Nirvana. All the grunge stuff was really influential. So that kind of inspired me a lot to write songs like that because I felt and I'm not trying to diss on any other genres, but just the genre that really resonated with me and I guess my beliefs are those genres like grunge or alternative rock, things like that. So it kind of I had a spark in me to pick up the guitar and start writing and stuff, and don't regret it.
And Jackson, how did you find Eddie? How did you guys meet each other? It was in school, wasn't it?
Was not in school actually. So
Awesome.
we have a lot of mutual friends, and we played some like stuff together, like just like pop stuff, like random gigs. Like I've been playing like electric, like guitar, like in general, like for a long time, like in pop stuff. And then Eddie just comes around, he plays a lot of instruments. And then just like through like mutual friends, we just started hanging out more. Um, and then he just hit me up like after their former guitarist left. He was like, "Hey, bro, you want to play some shows with us?" And then ever since then, I've kind of just been here.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
And I was so nervous to talk to you guys because when I
Oh, we
was,
don't bite.
well, you were Jackson, you remind me of me. And Eddie, you remind me of my best friend Brian Hayner. Okay.
Wow.
And I'll tell you, we used to goof around in his bedroom playing radio, right? And he would whip out his guitar and play like licks. And I just thought he was just average playing the guitar, you know?
Mhm.
Well, he grew up to be M Shadows in Avenged Sevenfold. No,
Damn,
Wow.
Sinister Gates. That's the dude. The guitarist guy from Avenged Sevenfold. And I was
they
like,
were technically my first concert. I saw Metallica at the Rose Bowl in I believe 2016, and Avenged Sevenfold opened up for them.
yeah, man. So it's like looking through the looking glass at you two, like
That's
coming
so cool.
up, man. That's so cool.
Wow.
So when did you learn how to play? How did you get good at the guitar? Is it your dad?
I'm the only musician in the family, pretty much. I mean, you can look
Wow.
back at like great grandparents and stuff, but to me, I mean that doesn't really count. Um, I just kind of I was gifted a guitar one year for Christmas. I think on my ninth or 10th birthday. I didn't really do anything. Kind of just sat in the corner of my room, just collecting dust. And one day I'm like, hey, like I want to maybe try this out. I picked it up, had no idea what I was doing. So I'm like, hey, like I might try a couple lessons. Took lessons for about 6 months, and I just got addicted. I mean, that was my drug of choice. I mean, like guitar, it was great, and I just kept striving to get better and better. And then I stopped doing those lessons just because I wasn't really learning anything else from them. And ever since
You got all
then,
you needed out of it. Now, you know,
exactly.
yeah, I get it.
So ever since then, I just been I play pretty much everything by ear, and now I play mainly guitar, but drum. I'm a drummer at heart, and I play bass. Whatever anybody needs me to play, I'm always down.
Yeah, I see you playing all the instruments on your Instagram page, official standby band.
Yep.
That's where you can keep up with these boys here playing guitars way better than you can. It's so cool. So
No,
you have a new album that just came out, All for Nothing. It came out on the 29th of Feb, right? Leap Day,
Leap
which is
Day
very cool
2024.
in itself.
Yep.
How did you make that album? Like tell me the story behind it.
So it's always been a dream to make a record, and we kind of got that opportunity, or at least a taste of that opportunity when we went. We were kind of hopping from studio to studio, kind of just seeing what we liked, and after hopping between 2 or 3 studios, we found this great studio called Revolver in Westlake Village. And we walked in there, we had a session, and just, from the start, we were in love. It was the coolest studio we've ever been to, and we worked with some great people there. And we just kind of went in and we were like, okay, we're gonna record a couple tracks, maybe drop a couple singles. So we went in there, we recorded All for Nothing and My Mother's Lullaby off the record. And we're like, hey, we'll drop some singles and stuff. And then school kind of caught up to us. So we're like, hey, let's just take a second and focus on that and also play gigs. But then we found ourselves back in the studio, and then the chemistry was just so nuts there. And we were just jamming all the time. So, we chased an album, and it was a great experience. And we had all these sessions booked, but we didn't have the songs. Like, we still had to get 3 more songs. So we all got together, me, Jaxon, Tre, our bassist, and our then drummer, Trevor. And in one day, we put together All Your Fault and Your Own Demise. And then about a week later, Jaxon came. Another hour or two, we had Good, Bad, Ugly. And all 3 of those songs were mixed by Robert Adam Stevenson, who worked with, Jeff Beck, Queens of the Stone Age, Johnny Depp, all these people.
Yeah, dude, got a lot of energy behind you guys. This is so cool.
Yeah.
It's great.
And your bassist is named Tre?
Tre.
Get out of here.
Cool. Yep. So his
just
name,
like Tre Cool.
Yeah, his real name is Michael. He's French.
Is he like really tall?
He's not. He's about 5'7". He's
average Tre.
Not your average bass player, but same way Tre Cool got his name. They're both French. They're both the third, and so we call him Tre.
So cool. So cool. So let me ask you guys a generational question. Me, myself, when I was of yours, I look forward to the summertime concert where you can see 40 bands, you get a sunburn, you pay $25 for parking, and then you're out the door, and then you could say, I saw all these bands. Is that something that you guys aspire to do? Is that still cool?
That's the dream, honestly.
Yeah?
I think you're talking something about like a music festival or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Warped Tour or something like that.
Yeah,
exactly. So cool.
Like it would be a dream, and we're talking to a couple festivals about playing, not this summer, but hopefully summer 2025. And that's just the dream. Always growing up, I've gone to Eddie Vedder's Ohana Festival down in Dana Point, and that's just the dream to play. Like Ohana means family. Like that is the coolest festival, and it's my dream to play there one day.
Dude, it's gonna happen as long as they keep doing it.
I hope
get
so.
there, man.
I hope so. I was at an Eddie Vedder show last year, and I had a sign in the crowd that said, "My name's Eddie. Can my band play Ohana 2023? We don't suck," in parentheses. And he took the poster, read it out on stage, and came back with a Sharpie for me to write down my info. And haven't got a call to this day, but there's always hope.
Hey, I'd drop him an email if I were you. Hey, remember me? Oh man, but you know what? You're not going to need all that because you're on fire right now. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. Just remember to write down stuff, because later people will ask you like what that was, and you don't want to say like I don't remember, So keep a diary, write down stuff. That's my advice. If I could only. And you guys are playing everywhere. There's a show coming up at the Whiskey. Can you tell me about it in July? So we have plenty of time to get tickets.
Yeah, July 22nd, we're going to be opening for Fast Times at the Whiskey A Go-Go. It's a Monday night. It's a great night. Get tickets while you can because they sell out every Monday. It is ridiculous, and we're so incredibly excited to play it.
Cool, man. All right, well, let's play this song, All Your Fault. Can you tell us a little more about it? This is the hit single, isn't it?
Yeah. So All Your Fault was kind of a song. We feel as Generation Z. Well, obviously the lyrics are up for anybody's interpretation, but to us it kind of means like, hey, like you're blaming us for all this chaos in the world when a lot of it was your own doing. So
Mhm.
that's what we wrote the song about it.
Bravo. The angst returns, man, and it's better. It comes back around better, you guys. Like my generation grew up with angst, but it wasn't really, you guys really got angst. So keep it up. I don't know. I feel so old talking to you now, but I just can't wait to be like way in the back with a beverage looking over yonder going, yeah, I know those guys. They're
We'll
cool.
have you backstage. Don't worry about it.
Thanks for coming on, Eddie and Jaxon from StandBy. Cool, man. All right.